इंट्रोड्यूस कीजिए अपने आप को।
Sir, my name is Nidhi Nain. I belong to CAPF district in the state of Haryana. I am an enthusiastic and determined person. I have done my schooling from DAB Public School and my graduation from the Chopra University of Science and Technology, Mumbai. My hobbies are dancing and doing outdoor work.
Presently, what you are doing?
So presently, I am preparing for my interview.
For a assistant commander.
Yes.
You are a technical graduate. So why you are choosing to go in paramilitary force?
So being an engineer, I think that I can use my potential of engineering background in armed forces.
How?
Sir, like I'm a chemical engineer. So I have basic knowledge about the key security positions that an industry has and the areas which requires the maximum amount of security in an industry. Also, I have a basic knowledge about the fuels that are used in various industries, and I also have knowledge about the HAZOP policy that every industry has. And as an assistant commandant, I can play an active role in determining the HAZOP policy of any industry.
What is better for our country if you serve as an engineer or an assistant commandant?
Sir, on an individual basis, if I talk about myself, I give my 100%. Either if I serve as engineer or I serve as an assistant commandant. But the kind of sacrifice that a soldier makes for his or her country, it cannot be compared to any other kind of service. So I think being an assistant commandant is the highest level of service that I can give to my country.
Are you trying to go in engineering service in security service of India or paramilitary or military?
Sir, I'm not able to do it.
Are you trying to go in engineering service in defense? Have you tried?
Sir, I have not tried in like by engineering services.
Right.
Sir, I'm preparing.
Because it is better to you. You have to serve like engineer in our defense or paramilitary force.
Sir, because I'm preparing for UPSC examinations, so I want to go into defense services via that.
You are also
Yes.
preparing UPSC civil service exam.
Yes, sir, I'm preparing.
Yeah. So he belongs from CAPF. Your father is farmer
Yes, sir.
and your mother is teacher.
Yes, sir.
So what is the basic problem in our agriculture, especially in Haryana?
Sir, there are numerous problems in agricultural sector in Haryana. The first one is the irrigation related problem. Mostly is canal and tube well based irrigation in Haryana, and because of a large number of tube wells, the groundwater table is receding. Second thing is the quality of seeds the farmers have. The seed quality is not very good, and the good quality seeds are very costly, so they are not affordable. The third thing is the power related issues. Only 8 hours per day power is received in our fields. So these are the basic issues in agriculture.
How can we solve that problem?
Sir, although the government has started so many like schemes for in agriculture sector for the betterment of farmers, like for like PM Kisan Yojana is there.
Is there any program for irrigation development in our country by this government?
Industrial development.
Irrigation.
Irrigation development. Yes, sir. There is Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sinchai Yojana. Sir, I'm not able to recall the exact word, but there is some program related to irrigation.
Irrigation.
Yes.
Irrigation is the basic problem in the front of agriculture.
Yes, sir.
So how can we solve that problem?
Sir, the first thing required is water. So all the water disputes the state that going on in the state, they should be tackled first. like Satluj Yamuna Canal river link is there. This issue is going on since so many years. So when these river water disputes related issues will be solved, irrigation related problem will automatically.
What is the provision in our constitution for the solve of water dispute between two estates in our country?
Yes, sir. There is interstate water dispute tribunals being set up, and interstate disputes. There is specific provision for that under Article 269.
Tell me two important positive work of a government of Haryana for development of agriculture.
Agriculture related development.
Two agriculture related work of Haryana government.
So I am not able to recall agriculture.
Nidhi, you belong to Cathal, and as I know, Cathal is a historical place.
Yes, sir.
Why? And
Sir, Cathal was a Suba under Mughal period. Cathal is famous also because the first female empress, Razia Sultan, she got killed here and her mausoleum is built in Cathal. Also, sir, mythologically it was built by Pandava emperor Yudhishthira, and so these are the historical references.
and in modern age, Cathal is a very important place.
In modern
Modern
sir,
time. Some agricultural research center is there, I think. Okay. We were going to join CAPF services, paramilitary forces. So, in your point of view, what are the main challenges of internal security in India?
internal security.
Yeah.
Sir, internal security challenges are different on different perspectives. Like there is Naxalism, there is cross-border terrorism, there is drug trafficking, coastal security related issues, cyber issues are there, and human trafficking, child trafficking also.
Okay.
These are
And what is cyber crime and cyber challenge?
Sir, cyber challenge is like in today's world, the people so the people are very like used to the internet and related things. So when the crime is performed like via internet, so it amounts to cyber crime. For example, the recruitment of terrorists by ISI, like I'm taking an example. So it is via social media. So it is a form of cyber crime. Or various hackings and viruses, malwares, they are also active. They hack the important key websites, government websites, and steal their data. So it is a form of cyber crime.
Okay. So recently, Article 124A of IPC was in news. Why?
So Article 124A of IPC is related to sedition. So whenever a person commits any crime that amounts to like that is
Do you think
that
that
challenges.
Do you think that it is not relevant now, and it should be abolished?
Sometimes cases arises like 2 years back when Afzal Guru was hanged. So Kanhaiya Kumar and other activists in JNU, they raised this anti-India slogans. So whenever such activity comes in front, then this sedition thing becomes important.
So it should
It
be
comes in.
okay.
So
So in your point of view, it should be.
Sir, yes,
there.
it should be there because it creates a deterrence in the people to not to challenge the security, integrity, and unity of India.
So,
All right. So you are aspiring to become an officer in Central Police Services.
Yes,
Law and order is primarily a state subject. Then why does the central government maintain a police force?
Sir, law and order is a state subject, but sometimes the situation arises that the state police is not able to handle the law and order things. So when such situation comes, the center plays an active role and it sends the central armed police forces to tackle the situation.
Does the central government have any moral authority in order to maintain a central police force and assist the state governments when they are in need of it?
Sir, of course, central government has a moral authority because it is at the prime top level. So states maintain law and order at their level only, but on a holistic manner, center has to.
So can you tell me the constitutional provision which enables the central government to assist the state government in times of need in order to take care of security situation in the state?
Sir, I don't remember that.
Tell us something about NIA, National Investigating Agency.
Sir, National Investigation Agency is the prime investigation agency of India.
How does it become prime?
Sir, because it is the authority that directly, like all the security related challenges or information, it directly gives to the Prime Minister, PMO.
There is no such mandate given to the NIA. So tell me, when did it get established? A year?
Sir, NIA was established in 2008 after Mumbai attacks.
Right. And that was made through a law made by Parliament for the purpose.
Yes.
NIA Act 2008. In anti-Naxal operations are there taking
Yes.
place in every part of the country. What are the lacunas, what are the problems that is undermining the success of the anti-Naxal operations? Because time and again we hear about the casualty that we suffer at the hands of Naxalites.
Yes. Sir, I think the first loophole is in the security arrangements of the country. Like the incident that happened a few days back, Gadchiroli, in Gadchiroli, CAPF Jawans, they were attacked and they got killed. Sir, first of all, I think we should send the road operating parties so that such activity do not happen. So the first issue is in security related things. Second is the right policies that the government should make. I think the policies that the government is making, they are not accepted by the Naxalites, or they think that it is not in the betterment of their livelihood or their lives.
What are the basic objectives of Naxalites? Ostensible objectives that they set
Sir,
up?
the basic objectives of Naxalites is to establish their own government, the government by the peasant leaders, by the Naxals.
So how can we wean away people from the Naxalites? Because we have found that people are supporting Naxalites in some parts of the country.
Yes, sir. People are supporting Naxalites in this Red Corridor area, and the solution to wean out them is confidence building measures that our government should take. The employment opportunities, the educational opportunities, the government should provide to the youth, and education is the key. Key thing that can stop people from joining Naxalism.
Pulwama attack, you must have remembered it
Yes.
now. Pulwama attack, had you been at a very top position handling the whole affair, how would you would have handled it?
So after happening of damage. Sir, the first thing that I would have done, that to secure the remaining of the forces and to check whether there are other such suicide bombers present nearby, and then I will follow the SOP that is given.
That's right. So, what measures would you like to suggest in order to prevent any such occurrence taking place in future?
Sir, the first and foremost thing is to strengthen our security arrangements. Second thing is to check everyone that is passing via the route that is used for the movement of armed personnel. And third is to to gain the information from the localites, to take locals' help.
One final question. The present Chief Justice of India is facing charges of sexual harassment.
Yes.
and there has been a great deal of criticism
Yes.
in the about the manner in which the whole matter has been dealt with by the internal inquiry committee.
Yes.
So, what is your take on that?
Sir, I think the law of the land is supreme. The inquiry committee has whatever inquiry the inquiry committee has done. It was not in consonance with the Vishakha guidelines that were provided by Supreme Court of India in 2003 and in accordance with the provisions of Sexual Harassment Act or Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Act. So, be it Chief Justice of India or Prime Minister of India, President of India, be it any supreme position, but Constitution of India and law of the land is supreme, and nothing can be above them. So, the charges, like whatever is going on, it should be in consonance with the law of land.
What is the law of the land exactly? Yeah.
Sir, Vishakha guidelines, in the process, first of all, we should we should follow all the provisions of this act. Secondly, sir, the women was not given legal assistance, so this is also a loophole. Third is if the women was denied the report of the inquiry committee. So these are the issues that are being criticized, and I think these are the right things. Like everyone has the right to legal assistance, so she should also be given the right.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.